The lens is your window to the world. The type of shot needed often dictates the type of lens you need to use. The main categories of lens are long focus or telephoto lens, the short lens or wide angle lens, and special effects lenses such as the fisheye, and various optical adapters. Lenses are often described by their focal length and angle of view. In most cases, this is the horizontal angle of view, which is decided by the focal length of the lens. A narrow angle will yield less of the scene from the left to right when the camera is the same distance from the subject. Long lenses or telephoto lenses give a narrow angle when zoomed in. These angles are unsteady and focus is more difficult to maintain. Wide-angle lenses show more of the scene from the left to the right. Wide-angle lenses are easier to keep steady and in focus. What is a telephoto lens? A telephoto lens is really a whole lot of fixed lenses housed together. This saves us having to change the lens for different shots. We change the focal lengths by zooming in or out, i.e. from wide angle to narrow angle. Fixed focal lenses and limited range lenses, in most cases, are of superior quality to multifocal or telephoto lenses. They are also very expensive. Some of the light gets lost through the complex array of optics that make up a telephoto lens, and more so in less expensive makes. The widest aperture or lowest f number of a lens is referred to as the lens speed. So in better quality lenses, less light is lost and the lens can work at lower f numbers. Long lenses affect the depth of field. This is the area that is in focus on either side of the subject. This focus characteristic is exploited by the creative photographer. The depth of field is a function of light, aperture and focal length. The wider the aperture, the narrower the depth of field. And conversely, the smaller the aperture, the wider the depth of field. A long lens has a narrower depth of field than a short lens with the same aperture setting. A lens with a wider aperture setting has a narrower depth of field than a lens with the same focal length. The opposite is true for wide-angle lenses. The area in front of and behind the subject is almost totally in focus, and in some cases is. These lenses are light efficient and work at very small apertures or high f numbers. The horizontal angle of view is very wide as opposed to the far end of the telephoto lens. Today, the long lens and the wide angle lens have been integrated. A lens from 70 mm to 300 mm gives a wide range of angles. And with some ranges, the photographer need not ever change lenses. Most new lenses have some sort of macro facility. This is for shooting extreme close-up shots of flowers, insects and the like. For the serious macro photographer, there are specialist lenses on the market. Just visit some of the websites available on the links page.